we doing, everybody? I'm back with a team talk that's gonna twist and shout your way right to the next level, if you know what I mean. The Wes... I gotta wait for this kid. Are you about done?
What?
It is the Wes Logan crash. Everybody has talked about it. We have been flooded with emails, in my opinion, on what happened. We didn't come out with a video. We let other people come out with their videos. We were kind of trying to skirt our way around it. But we got to do a video. So here we are. We're going to talk about it like the rest of the world has. And my opinion on it and all that so far and so forth. And what I feel. It basically is what everybody wants to know. I wasn't in the boat, first of all. That's what I tell everybody. That's what I tell insurance companies. I wasn't in the boat. I don't know what happened. So to assume is one thing, right? I'm going to get to the point. In my eyes, the engine is A, too new to be breaking off from impact. That's my opinion. It was different if it was 8 years old and has hit 40 things hard, then I could see fatigue, right? This is supposedly a floating dock that we've made contact with, which definitely could have happened. There's statements of pieces of wood floating nearby him. I looked at the still pictures of that engine. I looked at the lower unit of that engine. It shows one light scratch coming up the side. I did not ever able to see the other side. From the looks of it, from me, it looks like it broke off from the pivot tube up front by where the steering goes through. The steering was still attached to the engine. And it looks like if this is the engine, or this is the boat and this is the engine, if we're running this way, it looks to me that it broke here and twisted this way and broke off. So it twisted towards him, essentially. So if it would have come in, it would have came in basically where he landed, if I'm seeing things correctly. Because usually when they twist off the other way, they fly this way, they would have flown in and probably landed on him. And thank God he had a leash. That's all I got to say. And I'm so happy Wes Logan is alive and healthy. The thing is this is happening too much. It was never a problem 4 years ago or 3 years ago. It wasn't a problem. For all of you that comments and the people I'm seeing was he's driving his boat too fast. Guys, he drives his boat every day. Okay? He drives his boat as much as you drive your car. He wasn't driving his boat too fast. He wasn't doing 80. There's no way he was doing 80. His boat doesn't do 80. You probably ask him. He'll probably tell you his boat doesn't do 80. He was on top of the waves. He was operating that boat professionally. There was no one around him for him to hurt. He was driving his boat. Okay? He has done that same style run in 2-footers. They weren't 6-footers. They look like 2-footers. To me, it looks like a rogue wave that he hits. And that happens. To me, it looks like the engine is broke off before he gets to that wave, because if you look at the video, you look at the boat lists like this, like it's being pushed this way, the way the engine is coming off before he goes airborne. And essentially, if the engine's connected, he probably hits that wave and continues to go over. But I believe the engine's off before he gets to the wave. The boat lists and takes off one direction, and that's how he ends up riding it out. My whole deal is it shouldn't break off. I don't know how big it was. If the dock is as big as his boat, then I'm saying, okay, there's a reason behind it. Props to Skeeter for building a boat that's like concrete, I guess, and doesn't fatigue when the engine breaks off. I'm a firm believer that aluminum should be stronger than fiberglass. I mean, at the end of the day, aluminum should be stronger than fiberglass. Now, Skeeter does tie in, and they pull that all forward. We didn't get to see pictures of the boat. It didn't look like it was boat problem. Didn't look like it had a boat problem. It didn't look like there was any issues there. But for it to break, when I'm looking at it, it's broke off. If I'm looking at the back of the engine, the part that goes up front on the steering is gone, it looks like to me, and it's broke off back here, and it's twisted, and it broke the trim guide going that way. That tells me this was broke first, this broke second, this broke third. It let go here first and went like that. Now that is extremely seems to be a common place for these engines to be breaking. It's the thinnest part of the aluminum. But how it broke and twisted off like that, I'm betting if I could see the rest of it, you would see shiny aluminum here, and somewhere along there, there's a dark spot. And that dark spot is going to be where the fatigue was, or that's where the original brake started. So the darkest part of the brake is going to be where it began. Now, you got bad aluminum, pores, you got something's going on possibly there. And that could have happened from, I guarantee it's not the first thing he's hit with that engine. He's probably hit bottom, maybe he's hit a stump or two, or bumped a stump, or did some things. But like I said, at the end of the day, the steering's still attached to the hanger bracket, to the midsection. So it literally ripped the bolt right off. So, I mean, I'm just so happy he's okay. The bolts are replaceable, outboards are replaceable, humans aren't. Props to Precision Sonar and the leash. Again, all of you guys that listened to me and went and got leashes, only reason I'm saying it is because this shit is happening too much for these guys to be spending this kind of money. Now, I'm not saying it's a Yamaha problem. I'm not saying it's a Skeeter problem. I'm not saying it's a Wes Logan problem. I'm not saying it's anything but maybe he did hit a dock. Maybe he hit something submerged. But I guarantee you, if that motor got to me, I would be able to find out what was going on. Me personally, I've hit numerous things back when I boated. I've knocked gear cases clean off. Not one, but two. I went 360. I hit a railroad tie one time. It cleaned it right off. Had I hit things prior to that? Yes. Did my midsection or my steering cylinder, any of that break? No. That was an older Yamaha. I did it on a Mercury 250. Same thing. Did my midsection or my steering? No. None of that broke. Just the lower unit. Tom Monsoor hit a concrete submerged wall. Wall. Not something that will move. A foundation of an old barn. He cleaned the prop shaft off in the skeg and the prop. He didn't break his midsection. The boat broke a little bit, but the engine didn't break. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about, people. All right? This is one of these things that it's like, I feel what Mercury is doing, I think what Yamaha is doing, I'm sure other people, John Deere are doing, nothing against the people that were working, but they needed to mass hire to keep up. And some of these people that were assembling and doing these things maybe weren't as qualified as they should have been. Maybe, I don't know, but that could be an issue. But these are problems that need to be addressed, and they need to be addressed immediately, whether it be Yamaha taking the motor back, I hope they did, and checking it. Mercury taking care of their problem. Now, we've heard less Mercury problems lately, correct? I mean, on the midsection stuff. My opinion is it doesn't matter if you hit anything, it shouldn't break off. That's just something I feel. I don't feel that it should break. The motor's too new, the boat's too new. It's gotta be probably a 24. I mean, it's not like Wes Logan's first 5 tournaments are this year. I'm sure he's had plenty of tournaments under his belt. And maybe it's 23, I don't know, but it's still too new to just be breaking off. All these motors we're seeing are within a 5-year window here of stuff that's breaking off. We don't hear as many Yamahas as we do Mercs, I guess, at this point. But I'm sure Yamaha's going to do something, take care of it, look at it, whatever. But my opinion is, the way I saw it, like I said, he wasn't driving his boat not professionally. He was driving it under control. He was in 2-footers, in my opinion. They looked like 2-footers. It looked like he had hit a rogue wave, a little bit bigger one, maybe a 2.5, 3-footer. But I believe the motor was broke off before he even got to the wave. It broke off when he was down low. And this, if you watch the video, the boat does list one direction and it goes airborne. The opposite, or the same way that the motor breaking off, essentially. So, boat gets driven this way. He's not steering it that way because the engine broke that way and pushed the boat that way. Make sense? Okay, take your time and watch the video, people. I don't know, where else do you want me to go with this, Jordan? I mean, that's just, I'm just stating the facts of what I think happened. I'm not saying Wes Logan did anything wrong. There's no way he could control that. I mean, when you're driving those things, you're like a fighter pilot. You know, something bad can happen and you don't know it. I mean, it's one of those things. NASCAR, something falls off a car and goes through your radiator, or does something crazy and runs into your tire, you're out of control. In fishing, in boating, you don't know what's under the water. Simple. Should he be going 20 miles an hour? No, it's not safe for him to go 20 miles an hour across the lake, people. He was on top of the waves. He was driving his boat. The boat is designed to be a performance fishing tool. That's what it was doing. The boat didn't break, the motor did. He was doing everything he could. We should all just be happy and thankful he's okay and alive and able to talk about it. He's gonna have his own story. That's his deal, right? It's his deal. I don't care if he's telling the truth or making stuff up, whatever. That's his story. What he's saying is what happened, because he was in the boat. We weren't in the boat. The camera was with us, right? That's all we get to see is the camera. We weren't physically driving it. So, I mean, props to him for handling it the way he has been. I'm sure he's getting a new boat, because that one's probably out of commission. That's what I got. That's what I got. That's my opinion on it. Do I feel that he hit something? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If he hit something, it shouldn't break off, in my opinion. That's my opinion. That's where you can say, how did Andy come out with it? It shouldn't break. It shouldn't break unless it just shouldn't break. The boat should break. It should be a hole in the boat. The motor shouldn't be sitting there. It shouldn't be that way. So that's my thinking. Thank God for Precision Sonar. Glad Wes Logan put a leash on. Everybody should have a leash if you got a new motor. You should just have one anyway. It just saves lives. Literally saves lives. Yeah, that's what I got. Jordan?
It's good.
All right. That's all you wanted?
Yep.
I'm good?
Yep.
I can go home?
Yep.
Awesome. This bee is going to sting you for sure. He's going to get you. Oh, yeah. Jordan's allergic. He's up here just nervous as could be. It's just a 0, too. It's from the wall. Yep. Ooh, look at him. Karate chopping him. Yep. That's all I got. Jordan, why don't you throw me one of them? You should go throwing it. See this? It says USA right on the back. Right there. Bass Boat Saver has sent us some things for you guys to give away. Right here. So all we're going to do is comment. Why don't you comment on this video? Share it, and we'll get you something out. We'll get you one of these out. We're going to pick one. Jordan will pick one on the comment section. Comment on this video. Comment how you feel. Comment if you think I'm blowing smoke. We don't care. Comment leash. That's what you should comment. If you have nothing else to comment, comment leash. Comment Bass Boat Saver. You'll get a free one. You get a free kit. The best cleaning tool when it comes to boats, motors, trailers, upholstery, electronics. This is the bundle kit. It comes with the microfiber, it comes with the cleaner, it comes with for your electronics. It's everything you need. We're gonna pick one. So comment on this video. All you gotta do is comment, and you're gonna get something. If you don't got enough to comment boat, comment leash, comment Bass Boat Saver, all in one, and you'll get entered to win. So that's what we got. That's it. Comment right here. So at the end of the day, we want you to comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to win. It's the madness that I hope everybody is soon to say. Speed, money, and no brakes. I'm out. See ya.